Now, fans that either sold their tickets or whatever, all of a sudden an emphasis is starting to get thrown onto the tickets where people believe she will be playing. And that's starting to make the ticket prices go up, and up.
Ticket prices are skyrocketing, viewership is breaking records, and fans are desperately trying to secure courtside seats. It's like witnessing a once-in-a-generation spectacle. The energy feels as if LeBron, Steph, and Taylor Swift have combined into one unstoppable force. And at the center of all this chaos is Caitlin Clark, whose return from injury has set the entire sports world on fire.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all costs.
Caitlin Clark isn't just handling basketballs, she's shifting bank accounts, rewriting media narratives, and humbling egos. Meanwhile, the WNBA is getting outplayed without even noticing. Let's be real. There's a clear line in history before Caitlin Clark and after Caitlin Clark. Before her, ticket prices were manageable. After, they're soaring straight through your wallet and landing in luxury territory.
Don't hate the player, hate the game she got, because she's really talented, especially for Ping Pong, She's like the Stephen Curry of WNBA with the threes and stuff. Like, proven fact is, they had a game on June 7th scheduled. It was going to be Ada Reese's team, which plays in Chicago, and then for Caitlin Clark's team. They were supposed to go up there playing Chicago on June 7th. First, the ticket sales were at $76 a ticket. Then after they found out Caitlin Clark's not playing that game, she got injured, sales dropped to $25 a ticket.
But what's really stirring the pot is the uneasy energy coming from some WNBA veterans. Like they missed the memo that says a bigger audience means more opportunities for everyone. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just about her dropping 30 points. It's bigger than that. It's everywhere, like oxygen in the arena. Even when she's not on the court, the numbers climb, merch sales go up, TV ratings surge, and even the security guards tighten up, because the crowd treats her like she's Taylor Swift showing up at an NFL.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all costs. You can argue all you want if she's the best player in the league, but you absolutely cannot argue if she's the most important, because she is. She is more valuable than all the other players combined, and that is just a fact.
And here's the twist some. WNBA players seem like they'd rather defend a fast break barefoot than admit what's really happening. You'd expect the league to roll out the red carpet for someone who's single-handedly pulling the entire organization into the national spotlight, almost like a point guard sent on assignment by ESPN. But instead, a few players are acting like Caitlin Clark showed up and took their lunch money along with their endorsement deal.
Is now suffering a major injury. As Caitlin Clark is going to be out for 2 weeks with a quad injury, and the reason we're bringing this up specifically is the Clarkonomics effect to this. Obviously, players miss time all the time, but the Sky and the Fever were supposed to play in Chicago in about a week on June 7th. The opening ticket price was $86 because you have the Angel Reese vs. Caitlin Clark showdown that is now box office. Yeah, those tickets are now down to $25. Down to $25 after the injury announcement. And it's supposed to take place in the Bulls Arena, the United Center, as opposed to the normal Wintrust Arena. That's about a 12,000 seat difference, give or take.
And here's the strangest part. Even on her off nights, the Caitlin Clark effect doesn't slow down. She doesn't even suit up, yet the arena still sells out. Fans show up just for the chance to catch a glimpse, like she's an event in herself. Who else gets that kind of reaction? Certainly not the ones dropping passive-aggressive Instagram stories about respecting the vets. Sure, the respect is there, but so are 2.5 million viewers tuning in to watch Clark get triple-teamed at half-court. Some players still don't realize that. Clark isn't their rival, she's their elevator. But instead of getting on board, a few are too busy trying to cut the cables. On the surface, it's all smiles and welcome to the league. But underneath, there's side eyes. body checks, and whispers about rookies needing to earn it. Funny, because apparently earning it doesn't include being the reason. Your next game is on national television for the first time in over a decade. The envy, it's louder than a buzzer beater in overtime. And the irony. Caitlyn's not out here asking for special treatment. She's not playing the diva role, just pulling up from the logo like her shot chart is GP. Meanwhile, some veterans seem more interested in gatekeeping the league than actually growing it.
Support system, that shouldn't change. I think, Caitlyn knows that she has the ears and eyes in the locker room, and the support that she has behind, whether it's us or anybody else. I would like to think that she knows it's there, and to really take her time and make sure that she's, well enough to be who she needs to be for us, because I want the 100% Caitlyn, so I'll take it.
And then comes the media frenzy, because the moment Caitlyn Clark touches the ball, it's like ESPN merges with National Geographic, tracking her every move with camera angles that might as well be coming from drones. Analysts break down every dribble, social media explodes, and suddenly casual fans are debating zone defense on TikTok. You'd think the players would be celebrating this level of attention, popping champagne over the spotlight finally shining on the league. But instead, we're hearing side comments like, asterisk, she hasn't proven herself yet. Asterisk, let's be real, has proven more in 15 minutes than some teams have managed in 15 seasons. And it's not just about the games. Even when she doesn't play, the buzz doesn't stop. Scalpers outside the arena charge like she's headlining Coachella. Meanwhile, some teams haven't drawn this kind of crowd since the Obama administration. Her absence is now more noticeable than the home team's entire starting five. Yet despite all this, the resistance continues a parade of vague tweets, locker room whispers and passive jabs from players acting like Clark invented attention. Sure, she's a rookie, but she's also a rookie filling more seats than your last 3 playoff runs combined.
Turns out she's human after all, Dan. She's going to be out for at least a couple of weeks, it appears.
Yeah, what's interesting about Caitlin Clark? Remember last year, she played in the Final Four. Right after that, she went immediately to the WNBA. Draft came, season started, and, didn't miss a beat. And all of a sudden, she got a little rest and comes back, gets a little banged up. I heard you talking about it earlier, and it's going to be fascinating to me, Ricky. I've been to Fever games, and the one thing you notice, and this is more so than even when Peyton Manning was the quarterback of the Colts.
The cognitive dissonance right now is unreal. Yes, the WNBA has always had stars. Diana Taurasi could probably elbow a brick wall and the wall would apologize, but Caitlin Clark brings something different. She's got cultural velocity, the same kind that Serena had, the same that Tiger had. It's that rare lightning-in-a-bottle energy you can't teach, coach, or duplicate. No one's saying she's flawless. Clark gets blocked, she turns the ball over, she makes mistakes, but even her slip-ups trend. When she takes a charge, social media erupts. When she gets hip-checked, it becomes a national debate. When she scratches her nose, 5 blogs start speculating about an injury. That's not just hype, that's power. And it's not because she asked for it, it's because she earned it. She didn't just show up, she sparked a movement. If the league were smart, it would be harnessing that energy, not trying to neutralize it with salty interviews and cheap shots. But instead, some players are treating her like this is a rite of passage to survive. Let's be real, this isn't a sorority, it's a business. And right now, Caitlin Clark is the best sales pitch the WNBA has ever had.
To describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing. A beast. She is the truth. She's the truth, and she was a rookie. Knock down the 3-pointer, get to the rim. She can get to the free throw line. She's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
Crafty. So sometimes she look like she's coming off for a 3-point shot, and she backdoors you for a layup. She gets her teammates involved. She can pass. She can shoot. Man, she is the
crazy was this season versus the seasons past.
Our jersey sales were up 1,193%. The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and we're thrilled about it. But it brought visibility to the whole team of the Fever and to the WNBA. But if we just want to keep it in Indiana, we look at ticket sales sold out every night, over 17,000 fans in our games at home. When Caitlin announced that she was coming out into the draft on a Thursday afternoon, from that time to Sunday night, we had over 6,000 phone calls, people wanting to buy season tickets. But even something as simple as our terrific mascot, Freddie Fever, his appearance requests went up 150% this season. So you're talking about the Fever, the team, which is what we've been working on,
Shame on you. Kathy Engelbert pens this beautiful article written by Kathy, about Kathy, for Kathy, explaining why she is solely responsible for the boom of the WNBA, folks. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. The commissioner of the WNBA on transferring the league ahead of a breakout season. And what was that plan that Kathy Engelbert put in place? Working in partnership with my new WNBA team members, NBA colleagues, and WNBA owners, we developed a strategy with 3 pillars. The league would think player first.
Man, you guys heard me correctly. None other than Kathy Engelbert is singing a different tune this season about Caitlin Clark. Now, we know last year she was talking about all of the other rookies being included in this, making a difference, being able to help contribute to the big bang of the WNBA. This time around, she's owing it all to Caitlin Clark. Me personally, I told y'all this at the beginning of the month. The chickens was coming home to roost for the WNBA, because I'm telling you right now, there has been a lot of spooky things going on and people is tired of it.
But Kathy Engelbert, in her naivete or in her delusion, she takes credit for it. Instead of saying it's because of Caitlin Clark, instead of saying it's because of the person from Iowa, instead of saying it was because of her, Kathy says, oh, it's all me. My strategy, my plan, my 3 pillars. In this entire article, Kathy Engelbert mentions Caitlin Clark's name 2, maybe 3 times. Angel Reese's name once. Cameron Briggs' name once. Let's get right into it, because this article, from start to finish, is disgusting.
My sports supporters, well, I think this pretty much closes the book on its Me Too. They're tuning in for Me Too. Oh, the WNBA's not going to like that. Oh, those Angel Reese trolls online that are trying to come for me and other YouTube channels, y'all aren't going to like this. Good. Too bad. I mean, it's more statistical proof, data, to confirm exactly what we've been saying, that Caitlin Clark is driving this whole ship, this whole bus. She's driving it. Everybody else get in the back.